The events in this video are fictional as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously. Oh, also contains strong language, you've been warned.
I'm a little sad that it doesn't look like there's second wave options, but...
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm not sure. I haven't
Because remember, second wave options in the original XCOM only showed up after you finished the game.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think with Enemy Within, they unlocked it so you'd have it from the start, but the original Enemy Unknown, you only had the second wave options once you finished the game.
Like, I'm gonna miss random perk roulette, though I do know that there's something in the game that kind of works like that.
Yeah,
the Advanced Combat War Center. But I kind of see it too, because now the classes are so different that a lot of their perks just wouldn't work on any other class. I mean, you know, if you take a ranger and you make him a melee specialist, half his perks are going to be useless to anyone but him.
Unless, if you picked the first one in the tree, then you'd get a sword as your sidearm. Like, if you have perk roulette and, say, an infantry gets a rocketeer. Gets a fire rocket command.
Yeah.
Like, in my campaign, I've got snipers with rocket launchers. I've got, I think, an infantry is possibly going to get a rocket launcher as well. It's like, oh, I've got so many people with rocket launchers, I don't know.
That would be cool. You have like a heavy weapons guy with a pistol. You have a specialist with a sword. Yeah, that would be some cool. Maybe it's in there. Maybe it's a second wave option we just haven't seen.
Yeah, Mark, second wave. Consider it as complete the game and new options. Very true.
But I do know that they have a thing where if you build a certain facility, like Advanced War Center or whatnot,
yeah, they have
every
a chance
time
to get a
soldier
random
levels
perk,
up, they'll get whatever perk you choose, plus a chance to get a random perk that would work for any class. So that's kind of a random perk roulette, and it will help make customers, soldiers more unique. But we'll have to see, because I at first I abhorred random perk roulette because I was like, I like to have my soldiers a certain way, and I don't want that
which
to
is
be
which is really ironic considering I'm the one that's really anal about writing everything down, and you're kind of more free-spirited, but yet you want all your perks, you know, very specific way. You need to, you know, build them out, and I'm like, you know, just throw perks at the wall and see what sticks.
Mickey was telling me before we started streaming all the spreadsheets and stuff he's got.
Oh yes, I have about well, not for XCOM 2. I haven't actually got any sort of set up for XCOM 2. I need to do that in the next few days. But yeah, the number of spreadsheets I have for XCOM 1, I think there's about 6. The number of perks, the different perks I've got laid out, the medals that everybody's got, the shots that people take per mission, whether they hit or not, the officers, people that are going to be officers, and everybody labelled out on the will, and the perks they've got if they can be an officer, the aliens and the chances of picking a particular pet, depending on how many pets have been revealed so far. I have so many fucking files in that XCOM folder, not including, you know what, guys? Here's a little bit of background as to how I set up my campaign. I'm going to right-click on my mugs folder and tell you it is 87 megabytes big and contains 672 files. I've created 672 pictures to be the overlays for my YouTube campaign. I have so many folders of images of like crossed out enemies and, you know, link them up into little bars across the screen. Yeah, 672 of them. Little backstory. It looks good in the videos, but yeah, it's kind of something you need to be organised to do.
I have trouble just remembering who's supposed to go on what mission. No, and I was also telling Mickey that in Inferno, a good friend of ours who we do XCOM a lot with too, he would do this kind of stuff just on his own. Like, it wasn't part of one of his YouTube campaigns. He was just playing it for himself, and he'd have like stats on every soldier. I think he once like demoted a soldier just because they didn't perform well, and he had like records to back it up. Because, you know, if you're gonna demote a soldier, you need to be able to back that up with paperwork or that's unemployment you're paying, you know?
That's so true. Oh,
he needed
man.
to protect his command. He didn't want Bradford trying to take over because he didn't have reasons documented in triplicate and signed as to why this soldier was demoted.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I love that this game inspires that kind of because you want to make stories for all your soldiers and characters. It's incredible.
And the character pool, I love that they come up with the character pool. I wouldn't have thought of it in a million years, but it is such a good idea to to have a random soldier that you didn't make. You didn't pick the name from like a name list or anything. It just completely turned up at random. It's been one of a few missions, survived like a slaughter, and you're like, I want that character to live on forever. One click of the button, that's it. They're in the character pool, and they can show up in another campaign. I love that. It's brilliant. It's genius.
I'm currently flip-flopping between, because I love how you can choose for certain people to be just VIPs, so good VIPs or bad VIPs.
Yeah.
I'm flipping between having them be random famous people, like all the evil VIPs or people no one likes, like Kanye West or Tom Cruise or something, and all the good VIPs be like Gandalf or whatever, or just having it be YouTubers, like either famous YouTubers or YouTubers that my viewers will know, like Inferno, Piff, Kriana, and Mickey and all that, and just have them like either like you're trying to assassinate Kriana, I don't know. I'm flip-flopping on this one.
Oh, Inferno, no! Don't crash the stream. Don't do it. If it's anything like my spreadsheets, it will. I think I remember somebody asked, could you send me like a list of all the medals you got? Because guys, I haven't got like any list to I might actually have to use what you mentioned actually, Squee, the spreadsheet online. I might have to start using that because I haven't got any information about what I do with my campaign online, and I've got a huge list of medals that a lot of people have recommended that I do, but yeah, they're not anywhere to be visible by people that aren't me. And I had somebody ask, like, can you send me a list of medals? I'm curious what they are, and I couldn't even fit it in the response. I had to private message him to send it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no. I'm gonna make an announcement, or like I said, I think I'm gonna make a video later talking about this. But one of an XCOM streamer named
38 pages.
Fever Reaver. Ooh. Yeah, I know, right?
Inferno
just linked his
wow.
dossiers to the Dropbox. 38 pages.
That is sore.
A YouTube XCOM streamer named Fever Reaver made an amazing Google Doc for people that want to like sign up and be XCOM soldiers, which is basically it has all the fields for name, gender, preferred race.
Really good idea.
It has drop-down menus for all the customizations. So like you say legs, you click it, it drops down and gives you all the leg customizations, and you choose it, and then it throws it all into a really organized spreadsheet for the streamer, which is, oh my god, that's like crack for me. But yeah, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, Frax have made some really good design decisions, and I mean the fact that people are so excited about it just shows a lot. It really does. And I'm going to say this openly, and I think I mentioned it in one of my videos. I have been a little bit bitter in the past with a few people claiming to be excited about the game, saying, "Oh yeah, I play the game all the time. I've been playing it on my iOS device." And the first thing that I saw the guy do as soon as he came off the fucking the LZ, the landing zone, he puts Sky on Overwatch. Next guy, he dashes him forward. Next guy, he dashes him forwards even more. And it's like, how can you claim to play the game, let alone play it regularly, and do that? It's the exact same game, it's just a sequel. How can you do that? And I was just like, I love people being excited about the game, but if it's fake, and it's like people being paid to do their job, and they're like, oh, you need to go do a review about this. It's like, oh, you're ruining the fun for everybody else.
Oh my god, that's amazing. We are so elitist that we can tell when people are faking.
I don't know, it absolutely does make me sound elitist. It does. But I couldn't help it. It's like
I'm gonna play
nobody who has played more than 2 missions of the game knows to put somebody on the LZ on Overwatch and then dash forwards and then dash forwards even more. You don't do that. All it takes is one mission, one reveal to get that soldier killed. That's all it takes. How could you fucking claim you play the game?
Excuse me. I play XCOM all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on impossible difficulty, and oh look, there's some half cover. Let's go ahead and put everyone in it. And you're like, no, liar.
Not elitist, devoted. I like that, Mark. I like that. Yep, that's what I am. Not elitist, devoted. Honestly, it does make me sound like a massive dick, but my point is, it's people being paid to act excited. Yeah. That is so fake, ruins the excitement of people that are actually excited for the game.
I love the video you did, the game of video.
Yeah!
Oh, the thing I love most about it, I love...
Can I mention this? I'm not going to know the name, and frankly, I don't even remember the name, but I'm going to tell you guys a story, something that really pissed me off that maybe you guys in the chat would even know about. So, the story goes, back when EU was released, about a week later, maybe like 2 weeks later, there was an article, I think it was on PC Gamer or maybe IGN, about how a YouTuber had just finished the game on Iron Man Impossible. He didn't get anybody killed. He didn't get any interceptors pilots downed. It's so incredible, you know, the developers had no idea this would be possible so quickly. I watched one mission at the time, is all it took for me to realise, this guy's fucking cheating. How do people not know he's cheating? I watched about 5 missions in the end, and I was like, no, I can't watch this anymore. It's fucking soul-rending to watch this. The guy would claim the game would crash about 5 or 6 times per mission, do a cut, go back and be like, oh, the game crashed. And I'm like, you're fucking lying. Enemy EU did not crash that often. Nobody that I know of had the game be that unstable. Buggy, sure, not that unstable. It wasn't until Long War that it pushed the game so far that you'd see that the game was starting to, you know, struggle and be like, no, I don't want to do this. But yeah, he was just fucking blatantly lying, and it got to like a game, you know, a big game reviewer like PC Gamer or IGN, and it even got to the developers, and they were like, oh wow, that's really amazing, really good. And I read the comments on those videos. Nobody was wise to what this guy was doing. And it was eventually what led me to Beagle, because I was searching for campaigns of Iron Man Impossible. But this guy was fucking blatantly cheating, and the only thing I remember about him is that he was a Russian YouTuber. That is all I remember about him. He had a clear Russian accent. I didn't post any comments in his videos. I thought, you know, I'm not going to be that much of a dick about it, even though he's blatantly cheating and getting a lot of, you know, propaganda for it, positive feedback for it. But I was just thinking, this is such blatant cheating. And I kind of feel bad about the amount of edits that I have to do, because believe me, I do like 200, 300, 400 edits in a single video. I can easily cheat, and I can't wait for XCOM 2 to be out for it to log all of the actions you do in a single save file, so I can upload that in, I don't know, I'll find a place to upload it, and I'll do that for every single mission, and people can see what I did when I did it, and they can see that I didn't load back. Hopefully, loading back will be included in that log, which I would imagine that it would be. And
part of why I like streaming it, because then you have, you know, you're there. People are watching. It keeps me honest. I've never been one. I love Iron Man mode, so I've never been one to reload, because
you know, I'll say this openly. When I'm doing my own campaigns offline, I do cheat. I load back even in Iron Man mode with my own campaigns, but it gets to the point where I'm just like, there's no point. It's not even Iron Man mode. Why am I playing Iron Man mode when I'm going to load back, you know, force quitting the game and loading back an autosave if it's not Iron Man mode, and then just, you know, leave the campaign. There's no point in playing anymore. But yes, we go on.
I'd be lying. I think everyone would be lying if they said that you're doing Iron Man mode and there's not at least 1 or 2 times where you're like, oh, I want to reload. Yeah. But that's why I like streaming. It not only is it fun, it's fun for people to be there and watch, but it keeps you honest. You know, you have evidence that...
Oh, Squee.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what did you do, Squee? You see, if this was XCOM 2, you would control that reaction move, and you wouldn't have moved up. You wouldn't. You know what? This one's for you, Squee.
Dun dun.
Target locked.
Why? Why the fuck not?
Well,
go on, Squee.
I think I've led my forces really well this map. This final versus campaign episode that we're doing, I believe that I showed my chops as an alien commander. You didn't let me have one.
I'm sorry. I was thinking when we engaged those seekers and one cloaked, I was like, I could, but that would mean I'd have to switch the sides. I feel fucking lazy today.
No,
it's probably the amount of fucking work I've been doing with the videos. But no, it's more so to do with the fact that on this mission, there was what? Sure, a pod of floaters, yeah, absolutely, that was dangerous. But they charged forwards as floaters do, and it wasn't difficult for me to kill them. Then there's a pod of drones. Even if you got control of those drones, what would you do with them? They don't have any abilities, they don't even have Overwatch. And then, then there was a Seeker. Yes, okay, sure, you could have got control of that Seeker. But what would you have done with one Seeker? Yeah, you could have kept him cloaked the entire time, but a crit with a Seeker, I think, doesn't do more than 5 damage. Maybe 6 at most. What are you going to do with that? The moment you decloak, I'm going to Overwatch you and kill you.
I will say, I'm impressed when you do this. I don't mind. I like that because, okay, well...
Yeah, absolutely, Inferno. With the versus campaign for XCOM 2, it'll be a much higher difficulty, be classic at least. So, sorry, go on, Squee.
But I can at least say that even on easy mode, I've wounded many of your people, and I've killed one.
That's true. That is true.
I killed one.
I think we need to go back to the mirror wall. Inferno, you haven't seen this, actually, have you? Let's skip all this. I don't care about your promotions. No one cares. No one is going to see this in you know, the next episode, because there probably won't be a next episode. Yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I wasn't going to throw this campaign. Maybe we'll play it at some point. Maybe we'll feel nostalgic for XCOM 1 and we'll play this again. But yeah, we're leaving this here. These are everybody we got. We got, you know, some stuff was destroyed. Nothing, no corpses were destroyed. But yeah, the items on the ship, everything's gone. But yeah, Inferno, have you seen this? Oh, what the hell? No, that's wrong.
Remember, you had it messed up. It's on your other save file.
Yeah, it's on my other game. Guys,
no, it's on your YouTube campaign. There's a bunch of Squee kills for some reason.
Hold on. No.
Oh, did you know that the memorial wall, in XCOM 2 is so much cooler? Every soldier can have a final word.
Yeah, you can say it was your own damn fault.
Yeah, it was so this is so great for roleplay, like for the viewers. If they die, I can tell them, what do you want the last words to be on your memorial wall? You know, you see people making funny things like my gun sucked, you know, stuff like that.
The sights must be off. What are those lines that they say when they miss? Like, you fucking liar. Yeah, adjusting sights. No, you're not. Hold on. I have to show this. If we're leaving the campaign here, I know I didn't switch back to my versus campaign XCOM, so my versus XCOM game. I still had it to my YouTube game because I was recording today. This is what you guys should have seen, and I think this should be correct now. There we go.
Killed by Squee.
Much better.
What I love is that he messed up and put that into his YouTube single player, the really random campaign. So I'm not involved in it in any way. However, except for the very fact that for some reason I have killed all of his soldiers.
I would like to point out the only person you killed is someone that didn't even kill any of your troops. And I remember you said, what, he's killed my aliens? It's like, no, he didn't. You can see that very clearly. He didn't kill any of your aliens. Your Thin Man...
we didn't give him the chance.
Where is it? Your Thin Man, he was just out of spite. He just felt his friends had died. He was going to kill one of my friends. You know, that's what was going to happen. This guy didn't hurt any... Well, probably did hurt somebody. He was a rocket launcher. Let's not kid ourselves.
Mickey, I think I have to turn that back on you. Let's look at this from the reverse point of view. How many of my aliens have you killed that have never killed one of yours?
Well, on that mission, how many aliens was there on that mission? Like 12, maybe?
Yeah, exactly.
No, let me check. How many corpses we got here? 9 sectoids, 11 floaters, 12 thin men, a muton. Oh, right, that muton, chrysalid, 4 drones, and 15 seekers. And these aren't even including the ones that I sold, and doesn't include outsiders either, or the ones that I blew up.
That have never killed you or your men.
We would say the percent is just -1. -1 alien, and the rest didn't kill one of my soldiers.
But it should be pointed out that Mickey is far more indignant about his 1 than I am about my 30.
Do you know why? Because I get this. This.
That's true. Dun dun dun.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm excited for what the future holds.
My soldiers are racist.
These aliens, though, I think they're screwed.
My soldiers are speciest. Get off my damn planet.
Oh man.
You know, if we do a versus campaign, whoever the alien's going to be is going to write the last words on the memorial wall for the soldier they killed. I think that's only fair.
Yes.
I think that is only fair. Oh,
Revenge for Nuck Nook.
You kill me, I kill you. Oh god. Oh, what is going to happen with the mind controls? Oh man.
Oh, I you know how all the civilians are named in XCOM 2, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They called it random from a name
file.
list, aren't they?
I want to go in the indie file and change all the civilian names to things like hopeless, helpless, retires in 2 weeks, has 3 kids, you know?
Too old for this shit.
Oh my god, he's about to shoot the guy that retires in 2 weeks. No.
Father of 4.
Yeah. Just found out wife's pregnant, you know? Really sad stuff. Maybe the aliens won't shoot them then.
Finally got that promotion.
Just won the on the way to cash winning lottery ticket.
Oh man, there are so many places you can edit stuff. I would have loved. Obviously, they don't want to do that. It'd be, you know, kind of against the law. But I would have loved if a YouTuber that had a review copy of the game could hand out the INI files. I was tempted to ask Beagle, but obviously that would be like saying, give me part of the game for free that technically isn't out yet, and that, granted, I paid for it, but I technically haven't paid for what you're giving me. So I thought, you know, there's not even any point in asking. That's just mean, even if he says yes. But yeah, I would have loved to have had like a week or a month to go through all the INI files to see what it is that I can edit and where I can edit it and how easy it is to edit. I'd have loved that, because apparently you can edit even really simple stuff like, you know, the death animation. In Enemy Within, they changed it so the death animation had like a 2-second delay or like a 1.5 second delay, and people hated it, and I don't know why they did that. But they've added it again in XCOM 2, but they've changed it to about a 1/2 second delay. So for the most part, it's okay. But if people don't like that, apparently there's an INI file edit for that. Even something as simple as that, they can do that. And oh, you know why all of this is? And I know you mentioned a while ago that Johnny Lump and the Long War team went to go see the devs and said, you have to make all these things editable to make it moddable and stuff like that. Apparently, since he came on the team, he said, can you make this aspect of the game accessible through an any edit, because it will allow modding of this aspect much, much easier. And they did it. And it's because of, you know, the Long War team that things like that are happening.
Right. I like I said, I'm very excited. I'm gonna have fun with the game. I'm also gonna cry. I know I am. Because I'm gonna set my own soldiers on fire.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. And oh, we got a UFO. Let me shoot this down in the meantime. Oh my god, yeah, the interceptors. I forgot the air game's actually doing really badly. You own the skies apparently. But yeah, the fall damage. Oh my god. I know what's gonna happen already. I'm gonna send like somebody up to the rooftops, and you're landing. Whoa! You're landing. You landing? Hey, well that's the next mission if we ever do play this again. Landed scout.
Do they even have an air game in XCOM 2? I haven't heard anything about it.
No, but if you, yeah, you did see that parody video I made, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it kind of funny. A lot of people are like, oh, you know, it doesn't even need an air game, and sure, it is absolutely everything else they did to the game makes up for the fact they don't have an air game. But the fact that your base, your flying base, can be shot down kind of makes you question, we don't have interceptors? Are you sure we couldn't stick a couple of Gatling guns onto the side of Firebrand, the transport ship, and have it fly outside, you know, strafe the UFO?
If your ship's shot down?
No, but then you'll get a ship defense, which is basically like a base defense, except I think the general rule is you have to start at the edge of your ship, make your way out to the end of a field while aliens are dropping down in pods, like reinforcement pods, disable a transmitter by, I think, shooting at it, then returning to the ship. I think that's what a ship defense is.
Huh. Interesting. I'm still reeling from the ability to save lost troops. That is so cool.
Yeah, that's brilliant, that is.
I might leave a few of you guys behind.
Just to see. For science, obviously, for science.
For science.
Oh man, but yeah, I kind of hope there's going to be a proper base defense. I I miss the... don't get me wrong, I haven't actually properly played the original XCOM, and I certainly didn't play a proper XCOM base defense, but I miss the idea of having, if you would please game, can I not zoom out more than this? Well, having the base like laid out as you'd want it to be, and then you fighting through the base you laid out. I miss that idea, that concept, which, although XCOM Enemy Within didn't do that, you at least started in this room, in the, the globe room, and you worked your way out. I think basically, forwards through that area is where you'd be fighting your way through. And at least it was a part of your actual base that you had. But in XCOM 2, you're not really fighting in your base. You're fighting outside of your base. Right. And I kind of miss that. I miss having... fighting in an area you created, it's your base because it's laid out the way you want it. And hey, maybe you'd even
original XCOM game, you have a fight through the base you created.
Yeah, absolutely, and it would be laid out the way you want it to be. And the best part about it is you could build your base strategically so that there'd be choke points, areas you wouldn't build on, so there'd be choke points, making it be easy to defend.
Yeah, that's cool. Well,
that is what I'd really love. But obviously, it wouldn't be
3?
as, or even a mod. Hell, screw it. We can just recreate Enemy Within or Enemy Unknown.
Why they've gotten rid of tons of things like mechs. There's no mechs in the game.
Oh, that I can completely easily understand. That was an expansion. That was
you think it's going to be an expansion?
Very likely. Well, number one, they've got mech suits, which is, a transition. And number two, the third DLC is called Shen's Last Gift, and Shen gave to us in Enemy Within mechs. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was a mech style, or possibly like a Shiv.
I wonder if they're going
to. But they did specify a soldier class, so possibly a mech.
I wonder if they're going to make an expansion, because like this one thing I liked about 2K is that they had some DLCs like Slingshot and Portent or whatnot, but they actually made a true, honest to goodness expansion pack that you almost never see these days. Where Enemy Within was, I say, counts as a full blown expansion pack. The amount of stuff it added was way more than a DLC these days.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to know if they're going to do the same thing for XCOM 2, and maybe that's where we'll get mechs.
Yeah, I don't know when they give mechs. I don't know if they'd be as cheap as to do the exact same thing for the expansion, because then it'd be like, oh, well, clearly just held off until the expansion. I think it's going to be that DLC. I honestly do think it's going to be that DLC. Well, in my opinion, at least. But the question will be then, what will they do with the expansion? Because they're going to have to keep in mind every single mod that had been made up until that point. And this is one of the reasons why so many fucking reasons I love Long War, is that with XCOM 2, they made it very fucking clear they didn't copy Long War. If you look closely at what Long War did, they took very, very little from Long War. Sure, they took things like DR, I can't really think of anything else, but they took very little ideas from Long War.
They took the Overwatch indicator?
Yeah, but no, that's an extension of what the game would benefit from. It wasn't a gameplay aspect, it was a UI interface.
True.
It was a new UI interface element. So that wasn't necessarily copying, it was just like running through fire indicates you're going to run through it. It was just an extension of what the UI would benefit from. So I wouldn't go as far as to say they copied Long War for that, but they didn't copy Long War in so many other features because they didn't want the game to be like, hey, here's a sequel to the game, which is pretty much the expansion that you're playing for the game currently.
Right.
So I really wonder what their expansion is going to be after all the mods that have come out.
Oh, can I just say, probably the thing I am happiest most about XCOM 2, more than anything else, the ability to move your cursor and see who you'll be able to see from that spot and who you won't be able to see from that spot. It has been the
do you want to know something, Squee? Do you want to know something? I found out a week ago somebody modded that into XCOM 1.
What?
Exactly the damn same. You'd move your cursor, you'd have a soldier selected, move your cursor, and if the enemy can be seen from that that cursor point, it would have a green circle underneath it. Brilliant.
Of crock. Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't install it yet. I should have installed it for, besides this episode, the YouTube episode that I'm currently editing. I can't believe I didn't install it yet. But I really should, because I'm going to be continuing the series anyway. But yeah, it's such... I don't know how the hell these people do these things. Being a game that's not moddable, to do things like that, it's... Yeah.
Right. Well, but hey, last mission, well done.
Yes, I agree. We both performed very well. Very, very well.
I showed my chops, I think. I'm pleased with myself. Very, very pleased. All right, so yeah, so everyone, this is going to be it for this series, but fear not, we're not going anywhere. We'll still be around. We'll still be streaming on Tuesdays. We'll just be streaming XCOM 2. It'll all be going up on my YouTube channel. I don't know exactly when I'm going to be streaming. I'm sure I'll be streaming more than just Tuesdays. So Mickey will be there sometimes and he won't others. And that's just the way it's going to go.
Yes, I will be there on Tuesdays, possibly other days. I'm not sure. Honestly, I probably would go as far as say as I probably won't. The amount of workload that I've got planned for XCOM 2 is kind of extraordinary, especially seeing as my missions are edited. I kind of want to get out on that first weekend at least 3 episodes, different episodes. Like, I think I want to do the tutorial episode, the tutorial mission, because so few people play that. Even though it's going to be separate to my campaign, I still want it to be there as like an episode 0. Then I want to do episode 1 of that campaign, even before I make a character pool, which I just don't have time to do. So all the new soldiers that appear in the campaign, I'm simply going to use random.org to pick a random number, which will then refer to a soldier, a viewer. Then I'll name that soldier that viewer name back when we get back to base. And the other mission that I want to do is a custom mission. I want to start messing about with the console edits immediately as soon as I get into the game and do a zombie apocalypse custom mission. So yeah, at least for the first month or so, I don't think I'll be joining you on days other than Tuesday, but after say like a month and things have, settled down, my workload isn't insane, then yeah, I will hope to join you on other days and give you terrible advice that gets everybody killed.
Sweet. Yes. Awesome. All right then.
So guys, yes, you can.
You guys can probably tell by the kill count. If there's a low kill count in that video, Mickey was probably there. If there's a high kill count, well, I suck to be a soldier on that mission.
But yeah, guys, for anybody watching on YouTube, Squee's link will either be in the description below or will be in the description below, and you can click on his icon at the end of the mission or at the end of the episode when, the episode's over and it has, those videos playing and everything. He will be in the bottom right, I think. Yeah, click on that and it will take you to his channel, and from there will no doubt be a video that will lead you to how to join his campaign.
Woohoo! All right, everyone.
So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Squee, thank you very much for joining me. Guys in the chat, thank you very much. It has been a great, if not short, campaign. Yeah, maybe we'll be picking this up, if not in XCOM 2, and yeah, then Squee will have his chance for revenge.
Dun, dun.
So yeah, guys, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
God, I really wish the character pool was available for editing now. I know a lot of games where you can create characters, sometimes they release that aspect of the game beforehand, and people can just go nuts with it. But I would have spent days just making people. Not just viewers, but celebrities. My fucking 300 name long celebrity name list, I would add them all. And, I'd make them look what they look like. It'd be brilliant.
You no longer have to have a male Julia Roberts.
Exactly. I don't have to use the mod, the gender specific mod, I think it was called, or I can't remember what that mod was called, but Spasmo Jones I think made it. I hope I'm not wrong about that. But yeah, really good mod. It would choose, you could add the numbers 3-digit numbers in front of the name, and it would choose the gender, the race, and something else, I think. And depending on the numbers it would choose, it would put them in that category when they spawned. Very, very good. Right. And again, how the hell do these people do these things? I don't know. I don't understand these things. I mean, I've messed about with mods in the past. I think I did. I can't remember if I mentioned I made the StarCraft 2 campaign be playable as Zerg and Protoss, and all the levels linked together, and when there were transitions it would give you options that, like, boxes would appear on the screen allowing you to choose which levels to move on to. And I've messed about with mods, and Half-Life I made a great deal of maps. I made fully functional maps as well, like for Left 4 Dead as well. So I'm not completely ignorant to how modding works. Granted, what I described was map making, which is completely different. But you know what I mean? It's an aspect of the game that you're modifying. But what they've done for XCOM 1, it's just beyond me. It makes me
excited for what they can do.
Yeah. That people like us can just go into an indie file and be like, yes, change that number from number 1 to number 3. Thanks very much. I've completely changed that aspect of the game.
Yeah, you know what I might do too? I might play around with this. Not get rid of the timers, but double them or increase them. So that I have the pressure. I can't just sit back and do Overwatch for 10 turns, but I don't feel like I've got 5 turns and I'm dead. That might be something I'd be willing to do.
Or what you could do is keep the time limit the same, but have it be so that if you lose that time limit, you don't lose the mission, you just get half of the bonus. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
So that way you'd still have that pressure, but if you couldn't do it, it wouldn't be a fully successful mission, but neither would it be a failure, which it is a failure if you miss the objective.
Wouldn't this be cool if you could do it this way? Keep the timer the same. If you don't complete the objective before the timer runs out, more reinforcements show up.
Again, yeah. Brilliant.
Like, so basically you want to beat the timer, because if you don't, you're going to have a harder time. But if you can't, you haven't lost, you just have a harder time. That would be cool too, though that would be harder. That would be a lot harder to modify.
Well, considering what they've said, I don't know. There are so many aspects of the game that, because people like the Long War team, or even just the devs themselves, they made it accessible through an ini file.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe not.
But that would be cool. If you fail the timer, if you don't make it in time, 3 pods drop somewhere. That would be real incentive.
That's. Oh man,
I need to but see, the thing is, I need to tweak it a little bit. Not only do I need to do character pools, but I need to find a way to make character pools 100%. I need to.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is just go with a default. Everyone gets 1.5 times XP, because the soldiers are going to be going on half the missions.
You're going to be transitioning like Long War would do, but in a vanilla campaign, which would otherwise punish you incredibly.
Exactly. So either be 1.5 times or double. I haven't decided. I'm worried double might be a bit too much. But theoretically, on paper, that would be the perfect amount, because if they're only going on half the missions, but if you look at it from this way, even in vanilla XCOM, you're not taking the same soldiers on every single mission. Actually, no, you kind of do, don't you?
Yeah, you kind of do. The only reason you wouldn't is very, very specific situations. Besides being wounded, you may want to train up a soldier that you picked a wrong perk in, which now you can actually alternate the perks through a training process. You can train a soldier to be a specific class. You can also train a soldier to have a different perk than you already have. Just switch perks, which I didn't know until recently. Yeah. So if you make a perk mistake,
from gunslinger to sniper, I can do that.
You can do that. Yeah, if you made a perk mistake, instead of being like that soldier's screwed now, that his perk choices are useless at this point in the game, you can just have him be a week in the barracks training up the opposite perk, and you'll lose the perk that you had and get the perk. So
it's per perk. So like, let's say I wanted to completely refit his build, he'd have to be in there for a long time.
I don't know. I don't know if it's change everything with a single time limit, or change a single perk with a single time limit.
Because that I love that, because it makes it less penalizing. Like, I chose this, and like, for example, I put close encounters on my scout, the scout that I intend to sit back and do sniping, and now I think this perk is wasted. So it'd be kind of neat. You put them in there for 2 weeks, and then you can just re-choose perks. That would be cool. But I was also gonna say I need to see if there's a mod to let me know what all the skills are in advance. But since they don't have random roulette, I guess I can just look up what the skills are and be fine.
Yeah, that's something that bugged me with the original XCOM when it wasn't roulette, and even Long War. It's like, if the perks are set, and you can just go to a website and find out what they are, and if you've played it, then you know what they are, but you just might not remember them. Why don't they just show it? I don't understand.
Right.
It's like, here's the thing. In pretty much every single RPG ever, from Diablo onwards, it shows everything that you'll get down the list. So why not just do that here? I don't see what the problem is. That is definitely going to be one of the things I'm be editing. I'm not going to edit the gameplay aspects of my vanilla campaign that we playing for XCOM 2 the first time around, but I will just be changing the visuals all over the place. Changing my health bars to be green, theirs to be red, the perk trees to be visible. I don't know, whatever else I can think of that's easy to do. Just, you know, make it more mine, you know? And if it's any edits, then yeah, absolutely, I'll do that. Left 4 Dead, Chronic, I can safely say I wouldn't imagine I'm gonna have much time at the minute. 3 or 4 months down the line, maybe a different story. But yeah, at the minute, I think prior to today, I slept about 3 hours in the past 2 days because I was really busy. So yeah, things are kind of hectic at the minute, so I don't know about Left 4 Dead at the minute. Yeah, so I think it is going to be XCOM 2 all the way. I'm going to have so many series for XCOM 2, and no doubt you're going to be the same as well, Squee.
Yeah. Well, plus I've also got Chris Sabat. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. So Chris Sabat, the voice actor for Vegeta and Piccolo and Yamcha and all them, is going to be a guest on Dragon Ball Z League this Sunday. So I've got so much going on. Yeah. So I got to prepare for that. That's going to be huge. And then I've got XCOM 2. My wife is not going to see me for forever. Forever.
I told the exact same thing to my wife, and she was like, "Oh, okay. So, what's your excuse been before this?" I'm like,
yeah, same here.
Yeah,
but,
my bad.
It's my job. Dun dun dun. Oh man.
You know what she responded? She probably would not like me saying this. You know what wives do to workaholic husbands? Yeah, and I was like, yeah.
You know, there's jail for that now. Now, it's not very much comfort to me, but maybe it's a deterrent. All right, I gotta get going. Speaking of, I gotta run to the airport and pick her up. So, everyone on the stream, it has been a blast. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Yes, next Tuesday. Yeah, we will quickly run through how to host it from my channel. But yeah, absolutely. Chronic, you can either see us there or here. But yes, same time next Tuesday.
Bye-bye, everyone.
So bye, guys.
Bye-bye.